Sorry children, there was a little disturbance. So let's continue. Where is my duster? Where did I keep? So in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. We'll write that. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. That means angle L is equal to angle E. In a parallelogram, if we write in a parallelogram, CLUE, that is clue. Yes, CLUE, clue. Angle L is equal to angle E. So, in parallelogram CLUE, angle L is equal to angle E, which is equal to what? 70 degree. Got it? Now, in parallelogram RISK, R-I-S-K. Yes, RISK, R-I-S-K. Adjacent angles are supplementary, right? So that's how we find out how much is angle R. So again, since adjacent angles are supplementary, therefore in what is that? Parallelogram RISK, angle K plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. So angle K is 120, so 120 plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. From here we will get the value of R, we will subtract. So angle R is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, it will give us 60 degree. Okay, so now this is 60 degree, so angle S will also be 60 degree. Yes, let us presume that this is O. So since we have already discussed opposite angles are equal, since opposite angles are equal, therefore angle R is equal to angle S is equal to 60 degree. Wait, you will have to not only this much, you will have to write therefore in parallelogram RISK, angle R is equal to angle S is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so now this is also 60 degree. Now if you talk about in triangle EOS, if you use the angle sum property, 70 plus figure is a trapezium. Let me make a figure, children. Something like this. It is this is K, this is L, this is M, this is N, this is 100 degrees, this is 80 degrees. Explain how this is a trapezium and which of the two sides are parallel. So, if any two sides need to be parallel, their adjacent angles should be what? Should be supplementary. Got it? So here we can see we have only two angles. So if these two angles are adjacent and they are supplementary, then we can say that NM is parallel to KL. And any side is parallel, then it is known as a trapezium. Okay. So let's start writing. Supplementary means the sum should be 180 degree. Therefore, angle M plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. What is angle M? 100 degree, 80 degree, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, they are supplementary. That means NM is parallel to KL and KLMN is a trapezium. Hence, they are supplementary. Hence, they are supplementary. That is KL is obvious parallel to NM and KLMN is a trapezium. This completes question number 10. Any one side is parallel in a trapezium. Question number 11. In figure 3.3, find the measure of 3.33. Find the measure of angle C. In figure 3.33. Let me make the figure. Something like this it is. A, B, C, D. This is 120 degree. If AB is parallel to BC, what is given? What is given? AB is parallel to BC. So if AB is parallel to BC, that means the adjacent angles are supplementary. Yes? And you have to find this. Adjacent angles are supplementary. That means sum of angle B and C should be 180 degree. That's how we get the measure of angle C. This is given. AB parallel to BC. These two are parallel, and we have already discussed in parallel lines the adjacent angles are what? Supplementary. That means the sum of angle B and angle C is 180 degree. So you can write since AB is parallel to BC, hence 180 degree. So we put the value of B 120 degree plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Now we shift this 120, will shift this side. So the value of angle C will find out. It will be transposed that side. So angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So angle C is equal to 60 degree. This completes question number 11. Let's complete question number 12 also. Find the measure of angle P and angle S. If SP is parallel to RQ, SP is parallel to RQ. If you find the measure of angle R, is there more than a method? Yes, there can be. Question number 12. Let me make the diagram. S, P, Q, R. SP is parallel to RQ. SP is parallel to RQ. Now since these two lines are parallel, so this and this angle will be again what? Adjacent. These two angles will be adjacent and their sum will be what? Their sum will be 180 degree. That means adjacent angles are supplementary. Got it? That's how we will get the value of P. Okay. And this is what? 90 degree. Okay. Now since this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, adjacent angle. Yes. So they are also again what? They are also supplementary. That means 90 plus 90 will give you 180. That means this is also 90. Now there are two different methods. Either you use that supplementary method, that is adjacent angles are supplementary and find, or either all the four angles are given, the sum of interior angles, by finding out what? By using the method, the property or the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Also you will get the value of P. So there are two methods. It is asked in the question, are there two methods? Are there any extra methods to find out the value of P if R is known? So obviously R is known because this sign is made and this sign is for a right angle. So since this is a right angle, that means this is 90 degree. And these two lines are parallel, that means these two are adjacent, that means they are supplementary. Now since they are supplementary means their sum is 180 degree. This is 90. So 90 and 180 subtraction. 180 minus 90 will give you again 90. So either you find out that way or you find out by the by what way? Supplementary, that is the adjacent angles are supplementary. So we do that only, adjacent angles are supplementary. So we will write what is parallel. Since SP is parallel to RQ, since SP is parallel to RQ, then angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. We can write it. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay. So now we put the value of Q. Angle P plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree, or angle P is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. So angle P is equal to 50 degree. This gives us the value of P as 50 degree. If you are not interested in this formula, then by using the angle sum property, sum of all four angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree, and then you add the 3 and subtract it by 180, by 360 degrees. Sorry. So this completes the exercise. Now, since tomorrow is means I am going to upload this on Thursday, so there's a slight change in the timetable of class 8A. Okay, 8A. In the Google Classroom, I am going to upload the work on Friday instead of Thursday, along with physics. Okay, but this will be present in the YouTube. If you want, you can go through from the YouTube. There is no problem. So this is only for 8th day because you are going to get your English work tomorrow instead of maths, and Friday instead of English you are going to get maths. Okay then, over and out. See you next time.